we're back. Chapter 2. Amy hurried over to the green hill zone. She felt good as the warm sunlight hit her skin. Her pink fur gleamed as the sun passed through it. Her emerald eyes sparkled and her ears perked as she saw the teenage blue hedgehog lying in the grass asleep. She yelped quietly with excitement and ran over to him. "Oh, he's so cute when he sleeps," she thought, keeping her eyes locked on him. He seemed to put her in a trance. One of his quills was curled up in his face and he had a slight smile on his face. She grabbed the displaced quill and pushed it back to where it should be and out of his face. "I wonder what he's dreaming about," she thought silently, staring at the smile on his face, and his ears suddenly twitched. He looked peaceful. One eye slowly popped open and he saw the pink furry hedgehog staring into his eyes. His smile faded as she noticed she wasn't moving or taking her eyes off of him, as if time had froze. "Amy?" he asked, waving a hand in front of her face. Her eyes focused and she shook her head. "Oh, sorry," she said with a nervous smile on her face. Sonic laughed and sat up. "It's all right, so what's up?" Amy shrugged her shoulders and blushed. Not much. Just wanted to come for you. I've got to show you something, so come with me." Sonic shrugged and thought and smiled. He got up from the ground and followed Amy. I think it's time to tell her, he thought to himself. No. I think I should wait to tell her. A crooked smile formed on his face as he went through a person versus self moment. Amy led him to his and Tails' apartment. "What are you going to show me?" he asked. Amy giggled. "Just wait and find out." She opened the door slowly and all the lights inside were off. It was dark and silent. Sonic and Amy walked into the apartment slowly. "Why are all the lights off?" he asked, reaching for the light switch. Amy had a big grin on her face behind him. Right when he turned on the lights, everyone popped out of hiding places. "Surprise!" they shouted. Sonic gasped and a huge smile formed across his face. Amy laughed behind him. Sonic gasped and oh my god, I was about to reread that. Okay. "Oh guys, you shouldn't have," he exclaimed with excitement and happiness in his voice. "Happy birthday, Sonic," they said. His eyes gleamed with excitement. "Thanks, everyone. This party you guys set up looks amazing," he commented. Amy ran up and hugged him tight, wrapping her arms around his waist. I helped, I did a job with the food," she cried. He placed his hands on her arms. "Thanks, Amy." She smiled so big as if her face was about to rip in half. "We all did a hard job on this. We even managed to get through it with a little fight we had," Knuckles said, glaring at Silver and Shadow. Shadow looked away and crossed his arms. "He started it." Silver narrowed his eyes on him. "I started it? Why?" Blaze got and fire grew in her eyes. "Not now!" she screamed. Silver crossed his arms at her. "You don't have to shout." Sonic looked in the direction of the food on the table. His mouth began to water and his eyes widened. So, when he saw the fresh chili dogs in the middle of the table, "Oh, chili dogs!" he yelped. He ran over to them in a blue streak. He heard everyone ate half of it in only one bite. Rouge shook her head. "Whatever happened to manners?" Ugh. Time was slowly passing by. "Look, we made a throne for you to sit in," Cream said with her soft, high-pitched voice. She pointed over to the tall velvet throne. Sonic, with his mouth full, turned to look at the throne prepared for him. His eyes gleamed. He gulped down the chili dog and ran up to the throne. He sat down and he looked like a king. All he needed was a crown and a robe. Then he would have been mistaken for one. "Ah, this is awesome!" he exclaimed, throwing his arms behind his head. "Well, this is your 16th birthday, which is the most important birthday ever," Silver said. Big rubbed his belly. "And that means more food to choke down," he added. Blaze shot him a glare and shook her head. Sonic closed his eyes and enjoyed a few seconds of peace and quiet, sitting in the throne like king. All of a sudden, a familiar voice called over from the outside, telling us from Megaphone, "Sonic, time to make your birthday a little more more exciting, Blue Boy. Sonic's eyes widened. That voice. Oh no, no, not now. Please, not now. Sonic said under his breath. He threw his face in his palms. The roof of the apartment was pulled off and it rose higher into the air. When the sky was visible, they also noticed a small flying machine, the egg carrier which held Dr. Eggman in it. He had a mischievous grin on his face. A large claw on the bottom of the egg carrier gripped the roof and was pulling it into the air. Everyone had a serious look on their faces, along with Sonic, who growled, "Eggman, you've got to be kidding me. I should have known I couldn't have a decent birthday without you ruining it," he yelled. And Eggman smiled big. "Well, surprise! Take this, you little warthog," he yelled, dropping the roof back onto the apartment. It shook the entire apartment like an earthquake and knocked the plate of Toledo's onto the floor. Sonic, seeing the action, clenched his teeth and fire in his eyes. "Ah, you wicked!" he shrieked, running outside. He jumped up into the egg carrier and glared at Eggman. He looked at Sonic with a nervous smile. "Happy birthday," he said, trying to get off the hook. Sonic ignored him and punched him in the nose. Crap. "Oh, you little," he shouted, grabbing his sobbing nose. Sonic spin dashed into the egg carrier, almost breaking it in half. "Oh, stuff. Stop, what are you doing? Do you want to kill me or something?" Eggman yelled. "That's what I was hoping." Sonic yelled back. He spin dashed into the machine once more. Everyone outside was watching the battle with a concerned look on their faces, including Amy. After he spin dashed into it, a huge clash sounded, and the machine began to beam with a bright light. The bright light traveled everywhere, engulfing both Eggman and Sonic. "What's happening?" Sonic yelled. Eggman got in anger. "See what you did, little pipsqueak. This is what happens when you interfere," he shouted back. Before long, Sonic was swallowed completely in the blinding light from the machine. Everything faded, including sight and sound. All he heard was the faint voice of everyone yelling, "Sonic!" Everything went white and disappeared. And he disappeared.